Before we get started with the makeup, I'm gonna apply these black eye masks. They're gonna add a lot of hydration under my eyes right before applying makeup. Now I'm going to move on to shaving my face, and I know that this looks really scary. I'm just going to go over a few benefits. This really does get rid of the dark hair that I have around my sideburns, around my chin, my jawline, my neck area, my upper lip, and it is not going to make your hair grow thicker. I know a lot of people worry about that, but honestly, this is removing dead skin cells from the surface of your face. That way, you don't get breakouts. I think that the makeup goes on a lot better. Also, I feel like my skincare is actually working now. I feel like it's actually getting into my skin. This also exfoliates your skin. Plus, if you've ever waxed, plucked, or gotten your face threaded, you know how painful that is. I also take it through my eyebrows because my eyebrows are very thin, so I just shave off the stragglers and leave it like that. I'll be doing a blown out wing today, so I will be applying tape using the Greek Goddess eyeshadow palette, and I'll also be using the Shayla X ColourPop Perception palette. Prepping my eyes with the NARS eye primer. This stuff actually keeps my eyelids matte. With this shade and a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to apply that in the crease. With a smaller blending brush, I'm going to apply Culture right to the crease. I'll be using this shade as my liner today, and it's going to be a thick liner. I'm using a flat brush to apply that and to drag it out. Now that I have it as intense as I want it, I'm going to use a smaller blending brush and drag that color into my crease. With the darker colors, you want as much control as possible, so that's why I use the smaller blending brush. Back in with the crease shade and the blending brush just to blend that out a little bit. I'm going to use Spill the Tea with my finger on the eyelid. This shade is so beautiful, and with a finger I feel like these colors apply better and they're more pigmented, but since I have long nails, I do have to use a flat brush to get in that inner corner. Once I'm done with the shadow, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows, and I do have an eyebrow tutorial. I will link it up here in the cards for you. With a tiny detail brush, I'm going to apply Athena to my inner corners. This is going to bring brightness to my eyes. Highlight the brow bone. Then go back in with the blending brush that you used in the crease just to make sure that everything's blended together. With my finger, I'm going to apply a little bit of Strut and Slay right to the center. With the same brush I used to apply the darkest shade in my crease, I'm going to go over that to make sure that I didn't lose that color. Applying a little bit of the Clinique black liner just so the falsies have somewhere to sit. I'm gonna move on to the complexion. I do have a video on highlight and contour. I will link it up here in the cards. Here are the products I'm using. Lately, I've been liking my foundation being applied with just my fingers. Old school, I know. I just spread it out and then I go in and use tapping motions to blend it out. This is definitely the way to go for a more full coverage look on those glam days. Once I have it blended as far as I could without a brush, I go in now with a brush and blend it all out. This is also going to remove any excess foundation that's left on the skin so it doesn't look cakey on the face. Make sure you drag the foundation down your neck. That way it matches, especially if you're going to be wearing anything with the open chest. Now I'm going to work on the lower lash line, using the darkest shade to drag that on my lower lash line. Applying the NARS black liner to my tight line and my waterline. To blend out the darkest shade that I applied on my lower lash line, I'm going to use these two shades and a blending brush just to blend that out. That way it doesn't look too harsh. With this shade, I'm going to further blend out the lower lash line. I applied a heavy amount of translucent powder right under my eyes just so that I can catch all that fallout since we are using a darker shade. Now that I'm done with the lower lash line, I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. I'm going to apply this shade to my inner corner and to my brow bone. This is going to apply the perfect highlight in photos. Because we applied more of the inner corner highlight, I'm going to go over that black liner and make sure that it's fixed. I'm loving the way that it's turning out. Now I'm just going to set my face and get ready for highlight. Make sure you use a highlight that's reflective so that it can add more reflection in photos. I'm gonna apply my lashes and my lipstick in the car right before we get to the event. Alright guys, I applied the lashes and the lipstick. I do kind of have to touch up the lipstick in the inner part of my lips a lot, but that's fine. I'm actually really liking the way everything turned out. Here's my mama. We're just waiting around for the wedding to start. But I wanted to show you guys the highlight and how everything looks in the sunlight. Now let me show you the full outfit. This is the dress. The dress is from Hot Miami Styles and the earrings are from Forever 21. They were actually gifted to me by my husband. I actually really like the way that this turned out. I hope you guys like this 2-day series. What do you guys think of this look? I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell so you're notified of when these videos are going up, and thank you so much for watching.